Good morning. Today we're going to be talking about writing rules for situations. We're in lesson 2-4 of our book, so we're already halfway through this chapter. This is the fastest chapter we've gone through. I know in class we've been going through them almost daily, a new lesson. Hopefully this will make this go even faster. My goal is to have us doing our next test by either the end of next week or the beginning of the week after. If we can do that, that'll be awesome. That'll be another test grade before report card time. So let's keep it going. Today we're going to be talking about something that builds on the previous lesson a little bit when it comes to making charts and finding rules. The focus is really going to be on the rules. And the first question I'm going to ask you is, what is a rule? And a rule is a procedure that a count must follow. And by count, I mean any list of numbers that's counting forward or counting down. So it's a procedure that a count must follow. So, an example. What is a math rule for the following situation? We have Alex and his older brother Andy, and they have the same birthday. If you know Alex's age, how can you find Andy's age? Look for a pattern in the table and find a rule. I'll give you a second to fill this table in because I'm pretty sure in my study guide it is not filled in yet. And that's okay because it's also on the next page. But what we're trying to figure out is if Alex is a certain age, we know Andy is going to be a certain age because they have the same birthday. And every year that passes, they're going to grow another year older together. So, find a rule for the table, compare each of the pair of numbers, look for a pattern. So we see we have Alex, when he's 2 years old, Andy's age is 8 years old. When Alex is 4, Andy is 10. When Alex is 6, Andy is 12. When Alex is 7, Andy is 13. And when Alex is 9, Andy is 15. So in each pair, we need to figure out what's the age difference. So if Alex is 2 and Andy is 8, 8 minus 2 equals 6. If Alex is 4 and Andy's 10, 10 minus 4 equals 6. If Alex is 6 and Andy is 12, 12 minus 6 is 6. So I'm starting to see a pattern here. For every age that we have Alex, we can just add 6 to it, and we'll get Andy's age because Andy is now 6 years older. Let's check it. If I have 7 and I add 6 to it, 7 plus 6 is 13. And then if we look at Andy's age, when Alex is 7, Andy is 13, so that checks out. So we are adding 6 years each time to figure out Andy's age. So Andy's age is 6 more than Alex's age. And you can say the rule for this, the rule or the pattern that we're seeing is add 6. That's it. Pretty simple. So we find the pattern and then we write it down. Oh boy, we're already on the last slide. How quick was that? So here's a practice problem for us to work through together. The instructions are write a rule for the table. And number 2 says, what are the missing numbers? So I'm going to figure out the rule or the pattern, and then I'm going to fill in the missing numbers using that rule. So if I look, I have 4. If I've worked for 4 hours, I've earned $24. If I've worked for 8 hours, I've earned $48. So then I need to figure out how many dollars I'll have earned if I work 7 hours. And it also gives me another one. If I work 2 hours, I earn $12. Now that 2 makes it really easy to figure out how much I earn an hour. Because if I work 2 hours, get $12, I know that 12 divided by 2, so $12 divided by 2 hours of work equals $6 per hour. I could have also said 2 times blank equals 12, and I know that 2 times 6 equals 12. That was from last unit. You guys know how to do that. So if I know that I'm making $6 an hour, let's see. I can take any one of these numbers and multiply it by 6, or I should be able to. So let's try it. 4 times 6 equals 24. That checks out. 8 times 6 equals 48. And 2 times 6 equals 12. So I found my rule. My rule is to multiply by 6. That's my rule. So using this rule, I know that 6 times 7 is going to give me 42. And don't forget that dollar sign, $42. And I know that 6 times 6 is going to give me $36. So the pattern isn't always adding and subtracting. Sometimes you have to do a little multiplication or division. Luckily, we've done that already in class. That was our first unit in the classroom. We've already had a test on that. We've done our sixes multiplication quiz, so that shouldn't have been a problem that would be too difficult. So on your own, you have your own. Take from the money you've earned and figure out how much money you'll spend. So write the rule and complete the table. You can do it. And this is one of the quicker videos. We're at almost 6 minutes. Make sure you get your parent to sign your homework sheet and bring that in to me. You'll either get 100 or a 0 on this assignment. Make sure it's 100. Just do the work, fill in the blanks, and make sure your parent signs it. I'm reminding you again, your parent has to sign it. All right, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in class.